Hello everyone, it's me again. I'm doing something a little different today. I'm just recording audio right now instead of also playing a game because I just don't really want to play anything right now. But I don't know how to like put audio on top of a video, you know? Like I've never done any type of editing ever in my entire life. So like maybe that's really easy. Maybe I can just like do it online, or maybe I have to download like a fucking program that's gonna be incomprehensible to my tiny mind, and I'm just not gonna be able to do it. I don't know. So maybe this will be uploaded someday, or maybe I'll just keep it in my recordings folder forever, you know? So we'll see what happens someday. Yeah, but today I wanted to talk about Sword Art Online and its consequences. Okay, not really its consequences. I just wanted to say that, but this is something I want to talk about. I don't know. I probably wanted to talk about it in my last video, right, or sometime before that, but I forgot, so I didn't. Because when I want to like think about something in my head, I like it's like something that I actually want to start thinking about, not just like a passing thought, you know. I pretend like I'm talking to someone when I think about it, you know, or like that. I guess like I'm making a video. I said like talking to a friend or making a video, and I guess maybe because I do that, my brain thinks like we've already talked about that. So like now that you're actually making a video, I'm not gonna remind you of this thing you wanted to talk about because obviously you already talked about it. When no, I didn't, brain. Like I talked about it with you, okay, but not with the people. And the people like also need to know this. So like remind me, please. Um and yeah, I don't know. I first of all, I want to say that Sword Art Online is peak, okay? And I won't hear anyone say otherwise. All right? Or like I will not entertain that. Um Though I've never actually finished Alicization, and so I've also never started War of the Underworld. It's unfortunate. Cause I was watching Alicization like when it was coming out, right? I don't usually like doing that because I don't want to watch just like an episode a week. You know, if I'm watching something, I wanna watch it when I want to watch it. You know, if I want to binge all of it in a day, then I want to do that. I don't want to wait fucking a week in between each episode. You know, but I was watching that weekly up until episode 17, and then I stopped and I was like, you know, I'm getting kind of tired of waiting a week. I'm just gonna wait for the rest to come out and then I'll watch it all at once. But I never actually did that. Never got around to it. So I want to. I just don't. I just don't know when I'm actually gonna do it. But anyways, I love Sword Art Online. All right, like I mean, I don't know if I'd call it my favorite anime, but also I don't know how I'm supposed to like define that. Right, like it's definitely the anime that I've seen the most. You know, I've rewatched it like 5 or 6 times, which probably isn't a lot to some people, you know, but like to me that's a lot. Like both the first season and the second season. Though I think I've only seen the movie like 2 or 3 times. Um, so like maybe since it's the one I've watched the most, I'd have to call it my favorite. But like, I think Violet Evergarden might be like my actual favorite. But then I've only seen that once. So like, can I call that my favorite? I don't fucking know. Probably. But anyways, I love Sword Art Online. Um, it's very good. I remember a while ago, maybe sometime last week or the week before, I was thinking about it again, and like it just popped up in my head, and I was thinking like I remember when that first came out. Fuck, now I'm worried that I actually did talk about this already in a past video, and like I didn't just talk about it with myself. I actually said it in a video, but you know what? Who fucking cares? I'm not gonna go watch those. They're too fucking long. Um, but yeah, a while ago I was thinking about it, and I was remembering how when it first came out, people were fucking hyped for it. They were so excited. I think This was back when I was in high school, so my memory might be a little hazy. But I'm fairly certain people were very excited for it. They were hyped for it, you know. But like, and you know, I was hyped for it too. So it came out, you know, and I was watching it. I was like, man, this is awesome. You know, I fucking loved it. But I remember always hearing people say that like it could have been better, you know, like it wasn't as good as it could have been. And for the longest time, I always thought people meant that like it wasn't as good as the light novel or the manga. Like maybe they left a lot out of the anime. You know, I just assumed that's what people meant. But then one day, I don't know when, sometime between 2016 and now, okay, definitely not now, sometime between 2016 and like 2020, I actually went and read the manga and the light novel. I actually don't think I read the manga. I don't know, it was just going to be like the same thing, right? So I think I just read the light novel. I think I read like the first few chapters of the manga, and it was like, I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it, I guess. I don't fucking remember. But I read the light novel, and it was like, it was the same fucking thing as the anime, you know? Or I guess the anime is the same thing as the light novel, like, almost word for fucking word. There's very, very little that was left out. So I learned that people didn't mean that. They just meant that, like, I don't know, it had wasted potential. I don't know, they wanted it to be better than it is, I suppose. Yeah, like, it was, like, fucking 1-to-1, though, I guess I only read the first, season, I guess, of the light novel. I just like with Alicization, like, I was gonna watch it, but then I didn't, like, I was gonna read the rest of it, but then, like, I didn't. I got to, like, the beginning of season 2, when, Kirito and, like, the government guy are in the cafe, and the government guy's telling him about Gun Gale Online. Like, I was there, just, like, the very beginning of the season, which is probably also the very beginning of, like, the light novel. And I just didn't make it past that. But yeah, it's like, they're like the same fucking thing, you know? They didn't, like, leave anything out. Like, maybe it's different now. And again, I guess, like, it could have been different for season 2 as well, since I didn't, like, continue reading it, but, like, yeah, for season 1, like, it was very, very faithful. So I imagine the rest of the seasons are, you know, pretty faithful as well. But, yeah, fuck, man, I don't know, it was just so good. You know, I can't, like, go into the reasons why it's so good, because I don't fucking know, man. Like, most of the times if I like something or don't like something, I don't have specific reasons. You know, it's not like, oh, I didn't like it because of this, this, and this, or I did like it because this, this, and this. It's like, no, like, I liked it because I liked it, or I didn't like it because I didn't like it. You know, and that's my reasoning. But I'm sure one of the reasons I liked it is because, like, I don't know, like, being inside a video game, dude. Like, come on. If I could, like, if VR was a thing, not VR, well, yeah, VR, but, like, full dive VR, and, like, you could, like, go inside games, you know what I'm saying? You know, that'd be fucking, yeah, I'd enjoy that, you know, because, I want escapism, and that'd be, like, fucking omega escapism, dude. That'd be, like, this final form, I guess, whatever. You know, and I don't know, I've just always wanted that, like, as long as I can remember, you know. I don't know when exactly it started. Maybe when I was a kid. Probably not, but, like, when I was a kid, I used to play Dynasty Warriors a lot, back on the PS2. And I love Dynasty Warriors. I hope Dynasty Warriors 10 is good. I hope that they're making Dynasty Warriors 10 after 9 was kind of a bit of a disappointment, in my opinion. I don't know, man, I didn't even, like, finish Dynasty Warriors 9, like, finish, like, any of the Kingdom stories, because, like, I was playing Wei. I think I was playing Cao Cao or something, but, like, he dies before Wei's story ends, so, like, I didn't actually get to the ending of it, and I just never you know, I didn't want to play another character all the way through, or like just start halfway through or something. So I never actually finished any Kingdom Stories. Like I did play other characters though. I think I played some, you know, some Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, some Zhao Yun. Probably played some Lu Bu. Yeah, I don't know. The game was a bit disappointing. It sucks. Hopefully they learn. You know, hopefully 10's better. I think they shouldn't have just went straight into open world, you know? Like, if they wanted to do that, I think they should have, I don't know, just bigger areas, but not like straight up open world. But maybe they did do that, because like I've only really played Dynasty Warriors. I haven't played, I mean I played Samurai Warriors 1 and 2, and I've played Warriors Orochi 1 and 3. But like I know that they have other stuff, like I know they have like spin-offs like One Piece and Berserk and shit like that. So maybe with those ones, with their spin-offs, maybe they did do bigger areas. I don't fucking know. I just think straight up open world was they just bit off a bit more than they could chew, you know. Yeah, but anyways, as a kid I played a lot of Dynasty Warriors. Specifically Dynasty Warriors 4 and then some 6. And you know, as a kid, like I'd go out in like our backyard and I had like a stick. I don't know what the stick was from, but it was like rounded on both ends. It might have been like a broomstick or something, just without the, you know, the broom part. And I'd just go out there and I'd pretend like I was like Guan Yu or something, and I was fighting a bunch of bad guys, you know. Though I think that was probably just me like being a kid, you know, and not like wanting to escape into a video game. But you know, somewhere around like middle school or high school probably, I did want to do that. I did want to escape into video games. And so I was super fucking excited for Sword Art Online. And maybe that's why I like it so much. I don't know, but it's so fucking good, dude. It's just, it's peak. I should really rewatch Alicization and finish that. And get to War of the Underworld. Someday. I don't know though. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of time and effort to be put into that. Ugh. But I don't know, I don't know if I have anything else to talk about. I probably didn't even really like say all that much in this video, you know. I just kind of yap, get like sidetracked, I suppose. Like fuck, dude, like I probably didn't even talk about Sword Art Online that much. I don't know. Half of this video is Sword Art Online, and half of the video is just other fucking shit, like Dynasty Warriors. That might be everything. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose. Unless, no, there's no, there. I've been playing Remnant 2. I started the DLC without my friend. I don't even know if he wants to play or not. I feel kind of bad. Well, kind of bad. I just feel bad about like starting it without him, because I haven't even like asked him like if he wants to play, you know, like I was talking about in my last video. I'm just scared of him saying no, because like I'm a little baby and I don't like any form of rejection, you know. So like, but I should just ask him, because like maybe he does want to play, but like he was like waiting for me to ask or something. Maybe he feels the same way as me. He thinks that I don't want to play with him or something, and now I started it without him. I might even be at the end. I don't know, because I'm at like a boss, like a big boss, not just like a little mini side boss guy. And I don't know how many big bosses are in the DLC. I don't remember the first one. I don't know if there was more than one or if there was just like the final one and then DLC over. So like this might be the end of the DLC. I don't know. Though I mean obviously there's still stuff I haven't seen, because like that's just how Remnant is. I'm not gonna like see all like the side bosses and everything in just one playthrough. So if we do play together, I still there's still a chance that like I haven't seen everything. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's been pretty fun, pretty good. I like the lore, I guess. Speaking of lore, I've been reading a story called Shadow Slave. Um, this probably ties in with like wanting to escape into a video game and whatnot. But I read a lot of lit RPG, or there's another thing. There's lit RPG and something else, but like they're similar names, but they're like flipped around. I don't fucking know what the other one is. But it's really just, I don't know, stories with like RPG elements, I guess. I don't know. Like some of them are like, I guess, VR games, right? Like people are actually like playing a VR game, and like, so you know they have like levels and stats and shit. And then some of them are like, people are just in, it's just a fantasy story, but like it has levels and stats and shit. And some of them are like, people get isekai'd into a fantasy world that have levels and stats and shit, right? Like I don't really care about the VR ones, right? I don't really care if it's VR or like fantasy. Like I think I just like stories like that have levels and stats and shit, right? It's I don't know, I like them. They're entertaining. I think Azarinth Healer is my favorite, my all-time favorite. It's kind of hit or miss. I think like it has some lows, it has some highs, but I think at some point, it's around like 900 chapters. I think like 930 chapters. And somewhere, I don't remember where. Maybe it's around chapter like 400, 500, maybe 600. I don't know. Like it goes high, and then like it stays pretty high. You know, like it dips a little bit, but like it's still high. You know, like I think around that point, like the whole thing is just, it's really good in my opinion. But like before that, there are some story arcs that like I wasn't a fan of at all. So like they were pretty low for me. But right now I'm reading Shadow Slave. This isn't like a lit RPG, I don't think. It doesn't really have like levels and stats and shit, I guess. Well, I mean, it kind of, not levels. There's like ranks and stuff. Kind of stats. I don't know. I don't really know what to call it. I guess it's just like a progression story. And I've been reading it. It has 1,500 chapters, which most of the time, if I find a story that's like that long, it's garbage most of the time, in my opinion. But I think that's just because most of the ones that are actually this long have been like, they're like it's like a Chinese or Korean story that's like translated into English. Because apparently those guys fucking, they just pump out chapters, dude. I don't know how they write so fast. But a lot of times I just don't like those stories. Like I cultivation isn't really my thing, and a lot of the longer stories seem to be cultivation stories. And also like when they're like Chinese and Korean stories, like I just feel like the interaction between characters is like, for me as an American, they just seem like stiff and formal, when that just might just be like normal over in like China and Korea, and it's just how people interact with each other. But like it just, I don't know, I just don't really like reading that. Or maybe I'm just like unlucky, and like the few that I've tried to read were just bad, you know. And if I read some that were like actually good, then I'd be like, oh, actually, you know what? I changed my mind. This is actually really good. But I don't fucking know. But anyways, yeah, I'm reading this thing called Shadow Slave. I don't think that this is a translated story. As far as I can tell, it just seems like it was written in English. But I mean, I don't actually know, right? I'm not the author. I don't know what language he's writing it in. But yeah, it's really good so far. Like it has good world building, you know, good lore, right? Like I'm 387 chapters in right now, and I don't think I've read a single chapter that like I was bored during, or that like I disliked, Like I've liked every single chapter so far. Right? Like if I was reading Azrinth Healer or something, then there'd be some chapters that I disliked, or whole like story arcs that like I disliked by this point, you know. But for this, like, I'm loving all of it. It's fucking great, you know. So like, if it stays like this for like all fucking 1,500 chapters that are out so far, then this is gonna be Azrinth Healer for me easily, you know. But like, it has really good world building, as I said, and like some lore. Like I don't know. I don't really want to say too much because I feel like I don't want to like spoil this, you know. But like, there was a like an entire chapter that was just dedicated to like some murals that were on a wall that like the main character was looking at, and it was like just describing what was on the murals, and like I fucking loved it. That was a really good chapter. That was really interesting. But like, I mean, the chapters aren't that long, I guess. So like, it wasn't just like, you know, paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs of like lore, which I mean, I guess it kind of was, right? But again, they're not super long. But man, yeah, I'm just loving this story. And now, you know, I'm just kind of yapping because like, I don't know, I don't talk that much, you know, because like I don't talk to my family that much. You know, I don't really like talking to people. So like, you know, this is the most I've heard my voice since the last video I fucking made. Because I don't play with friends that much anymore. I was playing Fortnite with one of my friends, but we've only played like once since I moved into this house because we didn't bring like the Ethernet cables. Just because like they're like stapled to like the ceiling and shit or something. I don't know, and it's just gonna be annoying to take them down. So we just didn't. Probably should though. But like when we were playing together, it was fine, right? Like Wi-Fi was working fine until like people, you know, were getting home from work, and then I was lagging, and I was like, it was kind of unplayable. So haven't really tried to play with him since then, because like it's just gonna be laggy, I suppose. Though I mean, it'll be fine like right now if he was awake. But I don't know. I just haven't asked him. Maybe I just don't want to, because like it's like fun, but then like I get sick of it, I guess. I don't know. Like we play a day or two or three in a row, and then like I just like I have fun while doing it, but then I just don't want to do it anymore. I'm over it, man. Like it was too much, you know, too much fucking interaction. Like I need to be alone for like 2 months, and then we can, you know, we can play 1 or 2 more times. So yeah, maybe I just make these because I want to talk. You know, maybe I'm just lonely, and I'm talking to you or me. I don't fucking know. But maybe that's it. And again, like this might not ever be uploaded because I don't know how to put an MP3 on top of like an MP4, you know. And then like also I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm gonna have to like record a game or something. Which man, I don't really want to play anything. Maybe Remnant 2 again. Well, again, like I haven't recorded that, but like I'll play some more. I've been playing Black Mesa. Maybe I'll just record some of that. Maybe Risk of Rain 2 again. I don't want to play Risk of Rain 2. Man, I want the DLC to come out. Or like the free update. Or both, actually. I want both. Or the free update more, because like I don't have money. Unless like a friend buys it for me, I'm not going to be able to play the DLC. Oh man, dude, I miss Final Fantasy 14. In no fucking way, like Yeah, that's Dawn Trail's coming out like June 2nd, I think, or something. I'm not gonna have money for that. And then also like, I don't know. I remember my mom did say that one time that like I needed to go to therapy because she said, oh, I can't like afford two houses, and we have two houses right now. Assuming that like the other one doesn't get sold, which it probably won't because it's fucked up. And the company that like she was trying to use to sell apparently isn't like telling people that it's fucked up. They would just send people to the house, and my mom would be like, oh, actually, the house is fucked up like this. And then obviously everyone fucking loses interest because like, what the fuck? I don't want to buy that. And apparently in the contract she signed, like she's not allowed to talk to people about the house or something. Like she can't like approach. I don't actually know the details, but it just seems kind of shady and fucked up. Yeah, so even if I did have money, I could like buy Dawn Trail. Might not. What if we don't have a house by then? We might be fucking homeless. And by we, I mean them, because like if we go homeless or something, or if we lose like both houses, I'm not gonna live with other family members, dude. I'm just gonna kill myself. But I still need to go get my rope from the other house. I wish I had something besides a fucking rope, I wish I had like a gun, but like I don't have money for a gun. And I don't know if I could pass a background check. Like I've gone to therapy for like depression before. I don't know if I was ever like actually diagnosed though, so like I don't know if that would show up in a background check. Yeah, anyways, I think I'll end it here. I think that's everything. I'm gonna read more Shadow Slave probably. Or maybe I'll find something to eat. Perhaps I'll do both. Eat and then Shadow Slave. I don't know. But anyways, goodbye and thank you for listening.